Okay, so I've never done this before. I don't even know where to look. I'm recording straight from YouTube because I wanted to get this out off my mind, my brain, uh, before I forget, before I go to bed in an hour or two and forget. I don't know where to look. I'm just gonna look at everything all at once. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever. So I rented PlayStation All-Star Battle, whatever the hell it's called. I don't remember what it's called, from GameFly. And it finally came in after 8 years of being on my list since November. For PS3. For PS3. I got it going right there. I'll play some of it now. Not that you'll be able to see it, but you might hear that it's going on in the background. You know what? I'll play while I'm talking. See how well I do. I'm playing the what level is this? This is Sackboy's level, I guess. I'm playing arcade. I don't have the online pass, obviously. Yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts down on the game before I forget, as I said earlier. And certainly before I return it, because I'm certainly not buying this game. From GameFly anyway, because the disc has already been used. So I would not be able to do any of the stuff you get with it, and also I don't think I'd get the Vita copy. You know what? I'm gonna mute it. Oh, well, whatever. I'm just gonna lower it. I don't think you get the Vita copy if the disc has already been used, even if there's a code. I don't know how it works, but I do have a Vita, so that's good to have. I wouldn't mind having that. Anyway, I'm doing horribly trying to compose myself here. I've only played arcade mode, so this is not like a review or anything. This is just me getting my thoughts out, because clearly they don't want to call it a rip-off of Smash Brothers, but fuck you, this is a rip-off of Smash Brothers, and I don't have a problem with them doing that, because Smash Brothers clearly is a proven formula, and it works. And it works well. When Nintendo does things right, they do them right. I don't know how well Smash Brothers Brawl was a good. They did that one right. They also did some things that weren't great. This isn't Smash Brothers review. Okay. Anyway. Oh, Buzz came on the screen. Hip. So, what I want to say about it is this. It's not a bad game. I really like what they did with the level integration. Of how it combines two of them together. Ooh, I'm doing so bad. What the fuck just happened? Oh, I didn't pick the right thing. Fuck you, Buzz. Damn it. Anyway. Damn. This is getting long-winded now. Alright, so what I was gonna say is, I like what they did. Oh, I got it right. By accident. So I like what they do with the levels smashing together, taking two properties and just mixing them together. Like this is the Buzz level combined with the Little Big Planet level. That's pretty sweet. I like that. The graphics are nice. Obviously, being a PS3, the graphics will be nice. Because as we know, the Wii Brawl didn't have much to work with it. To be honest, they didn't have much to work with. So I like what they did there. I don't like that there's so few of them. I played arcade mode through. I played it through 1.5 times. I beat it first with the Big Daddy, and I lost. Awesome. Did I lose? Yes, I did. I got destroyed. That's the first time I died. Awesome. So, this is being put down. So I beat it with Big Daddy last night. And I liked the little story parts they had first. The 3 story parts, I think. First, middle, and end. I like that. Story mode, arcade mode, whatever you want to call it, was kind of short, but whatever. Whatever. I also, well, what was I saying? See, I got so sidetracked. This was such a random thing. I wasn't planning on doing this with my shitty webcam through YouTube. I like what they did with the levels, because Brawl, I'm gonna have to keep comparing them. Their levels were nice, but this game did it so much better. Um, just wish there was more to it. I wish that they didn't have the same two each time. Mixing them up would have been nice. I don't want to always see Patapon attacking Hades in the God of War level. I don't always want to see Master Onion kicking that machine. I don't know even what the machine was from. Was it Metal Gear? I don't know. I don't know. So I don't want to always see that, but unfortunately, with the few levels you have, it automatically does it every time. So obviously, I think they probably sold enough to make a sequel. I hope in the sequel they expand that. They have a lot more levels, and they don't always have to be the same. Because after seeing it once, it's not as great as it was before. If you cycled them through, it'd be a little bit better. You'd get much more out of it because it's not always going to be the same. Yes, you'll cycle through the more you play. It's a fighting game, you're going to play it a lot. But it's not going to be as repetitive because once you say it once, it's over. You're going to say it every time. It's not as fun that way. When it comes to Smash Brothers, knowing how Nintendo is, I don't think they're going to. But they need to do this. They need to do something exactly like this. Nintendo, for some reason, just won't admit when they do things poorly. They've kind of had to admit some things lately because they had no other choice. But when it comes to games, they don't like to admit that they're doing things wrong or not to the best of their abilities. And we know Nintendo can do things very well. And I'm not putting down Smash Brothers. I love Smash Brothers, but they need to take this idea and they need to put it in the new one. I don't even know what it's called. Smash Brothers U. They need to put that in there, and they need to do it, as I said, without cycling through the same one every time. So if I'm gonna have an Animal Crossing level, maybe Star Fox comes barrel rolling through. Do a barrel roll right through it, and something's gonna happen. I don't like Star Fox, but I'll just use that as an example. Something like that. And then next time you play the Animal Crossing level, what's another Nintendo franchise? Maybe, I don't know, Ganon comes in the background. Ganon's probably gonna be in the game, so you can't do that. I don't know. I'll just use that as an example. Maybe Ganon comes plowing through the background and knocks into things and throws Tom Nook at you. Throws Tom Nook at you, and that's one of the things that can knock you off the level. I don't know, but something like that would be fantastic. This is getting a lot longer than I thought. I didn't get through half my points. Try to speed this up for anyone who's listening. I also do like, as I said, the levels. BioShock's coming out soon, the new one, in a week and a half. I know this came out in November, but I'm playing it today in March 15th, as a matter of fact. And Infinite comes out soon. Well, one of the levels has Infinite in the background. You're on a plane, and the cargo bay opens, and what's in the background? Columbia is just floating over there. Then you've got a blimp flying by, and I forget what the words are on it. We will not be ignored or something like that. I don't know what it was, but you've got Songbird flying around being attacked. That was pretty sweet. I was not expecting that, and that's a good way to get me pumped even more for Infinite when it comes out in a week and a half, whatever it's going to be. That was pretty sweet. I do gotta say I like that. What I don't like, and Nintendo will always be top bill in this, the characters are kind of shitty in this game. Because Sony doesn't have a lineup like Nintendo does. They just don't, and they probably never will. So they have a lot of lackluster Sony exclusive characters, and then they've got like people I don't care about and I don't want to see, like Dante and Heihachi and Raiden as I've got there. The guest characters, to me, those are guest characters. The Big Daddy, guest character. I don't mind guest characters. For Smash Brothers, that's fine, because they had several games where it was only Nintendo characters. This is your first game out the gate. You kind of should have had your own characters in there. And the problem you had was you didn't have characters that are all your own. You're Sony. You don't have very much. You got Fat Princess, Sackboy, you know, a Killzone guy, Kratos, which we've already seen in a fighting game, because you let him be in Mortal Kombat. So you don't have much in the way of that, which I guess you had no choice but to put Heihachi and Raiden and Big Daddy in there, and you know, all those other people that are not Sony exclusive, which I can't think of right now. They may have been at one time, but they're not anymore. To me, just because they built your brand, they're not there anymore as an exclusive. That's just the way it goes. That you don't have your own. I just don't like that. I kind of get that you didn't have much of a choice. You had to do it that way. But it just kind of sucks. And I also don't like too many characters that are in Sony's thing. So I guess it's not really your fault in a way, but at the same time, you don't build that brand. Like, Nintendo has a lot of characters. A lot of characters I don't like. Nintendo has too many sometimes. But it works for their universe. They have a lot of fucking people to pull from every time. There are so many people want to see that have never been there yet, that Nintendo can pull from, that everyone's clamoring every year when there's a new Smash Bros. Being announced. Well, who's going to be in it? Who are they taking out? I want to see finally this guy. I want to see this guy. Hey, let's have some guest characters. Again, because they've had games where it's only been Nintendo. That sucks. That you have to start out by putting in people that's not only yours. Like, I can go download the chick from, what the hell is that game that came out on PS Vita? Gravity Rush. Kat, I think her name is. I can pay to play as her. That's who I've got to choose from? I can pay to play as her? I played Gravity Rush. It was okay. Certainly that character is not something that's I need, that I resonate with. Like, who cares about that chick? Honestly, unless you're the businessman in the suit sitting in the board meeting, we need some characters, man. It's a good way to cross-promote. It's on both platforms. So we can put the Vita crowd in there, and then you get it on the PS3. You know, again, it sounds like I'm complaining too much, but I do like the game. I very much do like the game. I like that you don't die like Smash Brothers, the way they did it that way. I like the supers, the 3 levels of the supers. That's nice. I like that. I like the third level super is kind of like a screen filling. Not screen filling. It's got the little cutscene before it. That's what I like. Finishing move, even though the match is still going on, it starts off like a finishing move. You hit one button and it's gone. Whatever it's going to be, it'll do. That I like. I do like that. The point system, you know, where you don't, the only way to die in Smash Bros. Is if you fall off the cliff, or you get knocked off the screen. That works for Smash Brothers. Keep that with Smash Brothers. I like in this one where you don't have to just knock them off or hit them out of the screen or way in the background, because let that be Smash Brothers. I'm glad you took that and left that there. If you're gonna steal from Smash Brothers, you don't have to steal everything. So good job with that. As I said, in the future, because I'm sure there's gonna be a new one. You have PS4 coming out. What's a good way to get people to jump on that? Put a new PlayStation All-Stars on there. It's a shitty name, though. That's a shitty name, though. I wish there wasn't that name, but what are you gonna pick? I mean, what could have been better, honestly? And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to think about this, but my controller. Oh, I don't need to see that. You don't need to hear that. So yeah, this is like 15 minutes long. I'm gonna end this now. I just wanted to get some quick thoughts out there before I lost them. Because I do like the game, and I just wanted to put that out there. I can't think of anything else that I wanted to say. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. If I think of anything else, I might make another video. Chances are I probably won't, because you know, this is kind of pointless to begin with. But there it is. So, thanks for watching, listening, whatever. If you've got a PS3, if you got a Vita. I don't know how it plays on Vita, though. I'm sure it's okay. If you got a PS3 or Vita, go check it out. Rent it first, certainly. I'm always a proponent. I'm always saying you should go out and rent things first. For most games. Especially if it's new in a series like this. If it's not something you know you're going to love. Because, again, not all fighting games are equal. Some of them are pretty shitty. And nowadays, I'm not very good at fighting games anymore. This one, I don't know. I'm playing on easy. Because honestly, I just want to play through it. See the, you know, finishing move cutscenes. I want to see the arcade mode wins and things like that. And maybe I'll try it later on a higher difficulty. Probably not, though. Either way, I'm having a good time. So, check it out if you like it, if you think you'd like it. And, fingers crossed for another one. Fingers crossed for a better one. Because they can only go up from here, right? Right. They can only get better from here. Thank you for watching. And go get BioShock Infinite when it comes out. Woo! Go get that shit when it comes out.